Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's depending on who you are and what your life is like. It could be Sunday, could be a great day, or it could be a terrible day. It's a great day in the sense, a beautiful day to spend time with family and friends. Maybe go to church service, have a little barbecue. But then the dreadful Sunday scaries, I guess they call them, sometimes take over, and you realize tomorrow you gotta get back to the grind. So never fun, right, when it comes to all that. But alas, that is the way things are structured. So the U.S. economy shrinks in Q1. SurPriSiNg EcoNoMisTs. Oh my God. I can't believe these articles that are coming out right now, man. And it's almost like we were waiting. I was waiting. A lot of people were just waiting for them to just be like, come on, man. All right. Like now you guys are surprised. Something that I wrote these notes down, but something that the average common American already knew since like February, March, maybe even, right? That the shit was hitting the fan. So it goes to show that a lot of the original data that we were getting was, I don't know, media gaslighting, fake numbers, adjustments based on biases that they wanted to kind of present that things are doing well. It's the writing is there. Like, you can't just mess with the reality. So reality is the first quarter GDP showed reduced consumer spending, which again says here surprised economists. Yeah, well, we all knew that was happening, right? And I'll explain why I think these numbers were a little bit off, right? Obviously, when tariffs were first announced, things take a while to hit, meaning the economy. Man, my hair is not cooperating today. Jeez, I gotta get some gel in this. When tariffs were first announced, it wasn't just like a light switch where everyone's like, all right, we're just gonna stop spending, right? It takes time to get to that level of spending. People kind of go out, try to live that life they're living, but they start realizing that things are getting a little bit more expensive, or in this case, a lot of people realized that things could get more expensive. So there was a big pull of imports before the tariffs hit, right? Or some of the tariffs that have yet to be hit. I know we made some deals with China recently. Hopefully that kind of prolongs some of this stuff. We can't come up with any sort of deal with Canada. I don't know what that's all about. I got to look more into that, what his problem with Canada is now. But it kind of caused some pseudo inflated numbers to show, right? When it comes to growth in Q1. So yeah, when they were announced, it probably took a little while, but people started to kind of feel it, and they started to pull back. And all articles, March, April, May, kept showing consumer spending is still strong. Consumer spending is still strong. When in reality, it wasn't. I think they got these numbers based on the pull of imports that a lot of people probably did. A lot of companies probably took part in as well. So hey, let's get ahead of the curve before these tariffs hit. Let's just buy a bunch of shit, right? Basically. So that was that. It's just mind-boggling that we knew this. The average person, average man, average woman knew this before they came out and started telling us this. It's just, you look around, man. Life is happening all around us. We see it every day. Their data is always after the fact. So even determining a recession, it has to be 3 to 6 months of GDP, a decline in GDP, and increase in unemployment for them to start labeling it a recession. So yeah, man, I love reading this stuff, but it's almost like a verification for me. Like, all right, what I believe was happening is what's happening. It's not like my mind's playing tricks on me. So crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. This one conversation what's happening now in the world of U.S. politics. One big beautiful bill is still trying to pass the Senate, I believe. They're still trying to make changes to it. They can't agree on a lot of things. Everything is imploding within the GOP, especially. And Democrats are obviously standing their ground to try to implement their changes to that. No matter where you stand, this one big beautiful bill is just not good, I think, for the average person in general. Just not good for our environment, not good for our economy even as well. The fact that they're trying to pull our public land to give to companies and organizations to do more drilling, get more fossil fuel energy out of the ground, mess with the environment even more, and take away our public land in general. Who knows how that's going to play an effect in towns and cities around those public lands, even national forests and state national parks, forests, state parks, state forests that are around those public lands that are going to be affected. Don't forget that you're messing around in one area. It doesn't just affect that one area, it spreads. So even though they might be doing their work on these 10 acres, these extra 15, 20 acres are going to be, it's going to have an ecological effect, right? Environmental effect. And on top of that, effect on health as well, right? If human beings are around. Animals is one thing, but then human beings, we're looking at it from that perspective, it's going to affect human beings, right? So that's not good. It's not good. I mean, I've made another video about this before. It didn't get a lot of views, so I thought maybe let me throw this in here as well. We all know about how they want to do work requirements and stuff on SNAP benefits, how they want to take away Medicaid and put work requirements on those kind of benefits as well. Taxes, extending the Trump tax cuts, right, for corporations and high-income individuals. There are a few things in there for the common man as well, right? Like taking away taxes on tips and overtime pay and whatnot. But there's a little crumbs. There's a little crumbs for us. And then cutting the IRS budget. That's gonna be a big problem for the average person, because again, as I mentioned in that previous video about the one big beautiful bill, the IRS is still going to be doing audits, and it's easier to audit regular people than it is to audit super rich people. It's not as complicated to audit regular W-2 workers and whatnot and stuff. So expect audits for the common man, and then just the wealthy getting more tax cuts, and then just getting away with more loopholes because they're probably not going to be audited as hard. So anyway, I don't know, man. It just goes to show that this whole bill is fucked up. It needs to be revised heavily, and we need to stand up against this, right? Pretty much. So yeah, U.S. economy is not doing as well as they kept saying it is. So if you're losing your job and you see things getting expensive, but you're reading the news and things are saying it's okay, and you're seeing that the stock market hasn't had a big sell-off yet, you're not in the wrong. You knew it before the media, before all these statistics came out, before they knew it. You knew it. So always listen to your gut, and that's pretty much what it comes down to, right? You knew this was happening. They kept saying things are doing good. And this is just a summary again of what I said in this video. They kept saying things are good because GDP was showing some sort of growth, and the growth was because of imports and stuff being pulled ahead of the tariffs being hit. So it's same. Automobile vehicles was a big one. A lot of people went out to go get automobile purchases before the tariffs hit, and now it's just like a huge dip in automobile purchases, right? In the summertime, a lot of people are out there looking for their next sweet ride. Usually, it used to be that way. Not anymore. With these crazy prices and all that stuff. So, yeah, you're not losing your mind. You were never losing your mind since February, March, when things started to go to shit. And if you lost your job, watch. Next, they're gonna come out and say, "Oh man, the unemployment was higher than we thought in Q1." U.S. economy shrinks in Q1, surprising economists. We all knew that. Unemployment is higher than we originally thought, surprising economists. We all know that. So, on the next one, guys.